ability of knowing how fast I can go into this corner without going out too often. It's an instinct.
Right then. Good evening. My apologies, the battery was still on charge. Yeah, we're back. Spa. Spa again. So last night we had our Tier 1 drivers take on Spa. See some cracking racing around there. Some very good drives from multiple drivers. And the race stayed dry, which is always nice. So we'll see what the track has in store for us tonight. Tonight, talent tier. Now the talent tier. This is starting to shape up to be quite a good battle at the top. Our leader, Swanton, I believe he's going to make a quick appearance in the next few minutes. Come and have a very quick chat before he jumps into his car ready to race. So we'll see what he's got to say. Championship leader, closely followed by Mr. Sonic. So we'll have a quick look at the championship standings in just a second. So the track for tonight, Spa, Belgium. Look at that, 4.3 miles, only 19 turns. It's a long track, long track. Good evening, Ryan, and welcome to the UFRL Twitch channel. Thank you for the follow. So there we go. There are our DRS zones. You should see some good overtakes. Very up and downhill sort of track, especially going up turns 2, 3, 4. We see a couple of cars miss their line last night, ended up on the curb, and then a car gets a little bit twitchy, and off you go. And there's a rather nice wall on that right hand side that catches a lot of people out. We'll see some good overtaking going through the first DRS zone at the end of sector 1, just as you hit that fast chicane, turn 5 and 6. We see quite a few drivers get in behind their sort of opponents. Got a really nice slipstream. Here comes DRS, and then it's who's the bravest to break into that chicane. We see some cracking overtakes. We see a few people make that little mistake here and there. So yeah, we'll see how our drivers go tonight. Fingers crossed it stays dry for them, because this track can be an absolute nightmare in the rain. Fingers crossed. Dry track, some really good racing. I'm really looking forward to this one. So let's have a quick look at our standings. Here are the standings. Now let's go through the constructors first. The Alfa Romeo team. So Mrs. Poem, owner of the league, is partnered with Mr. Sonic, one of our admin team, and the man that spends his lunch breaks at work making these funky graphics for us. So yeah, they are currently at the top on 98 points, so 10 points clear of the Ferrari team. So the Alpha leading the way. Ferrari second, so the Ferrari team of Joker and Canucks fan picking up some good points over the last couple of races, so they're doing really well. Red Bull's just behind them. Now the Red Bull team of Swanton, Bomb and Shudson. So Swanton is, as I say, currently leading the championship, just ahead of Sonic. So yeah, it's pretty close. The Red Bull's doing well, and then the Alpine, Williams, Mercedes, AlphaTauri sort of in their own little battle mid-table at the moment. so they'll be keen to pick up some good points. Um, there's been a few little driver changes. So a new driver in the Mercedes tonight, Batman. Batman has joined the Mercedes team full time. Now, talking of the championship leader, here he is.
Hello.
Or here he's not.
Made it.
Here he is. How are you?
I'm very. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. I'm not bad. I'm here for another night of Spa. And then that's all you get of me this week because I'm off on a works do tomorrow night. Going on a bit of a bender.
That's not acceptable, mate. I'm afraid.
Well,
you're not allowed time off. Did you ask permission from the poems?
No, I just do as I like. Pretty much. No, so you, Mr. Sonic. Actually, Mr. Sonic is hosting tomorrow night. So there we go.
Fair play.
He's going to go from chasing you down tonight to in the comms box for tier 2 tomorrow.
Oh, I like that. Chasing me down.
Chasing you down. Well, that's it. So we'll see. So how are you feeling about Spa?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm a bit annoyed. I've not had enough time to have a play around with my wheel. So unfortunately, it's going to be a controller jobby tonight. But
is that a new wheel setup then? Is it?
Yeah. I bought the Fanatec Club Sport. Just looking to give that a go, but I haven't had enough of a play with. So all the setups I've got for my cars are based on controller, but then when I use the wheel, I've got so much understeer, so I need to have a little play with the suspension setup that I'm running. So, but I've not had time for Spa to try and have a tinker with the wheel with it. So, but next race I'll be sporting the wheel. So for today it will just be controller.
Sporting the wheel and going even quicker.
Sporting
no doubt.
the wheel. Well, not to start with. I think I'm about probably maybe 8/10 slower on the wheel at the moment.
Okay.
Over the course of Spa, because Spa's quite a long track, but something like Austria, I'm only a couple of tenths down. But yeah, hopefully that pace will come back.
Bit of practice.
It does.
You'll
Yeah,
be all right.
it's do you know what? It's the throttle. That's what I struggle with. Is the pedals. That's actually what's really difficult to get used to, because you can kind of with your finger, you've got so much room to kind of dexterity with it, whereas with your feet it's a little bit different. But the steering, mate, it feels so immense. Like when you're doing something like Maggots and Beckett's, where it's a right, a left, on the wheel it just feels amazing. Whereas on the controller, it's a struggle.
It is hard work, I must admit. I'm a controller driver myself, so I'm sure at some point I'll get a rig set up, but not in the near future, because to be honest, I quite enjoy driving on controller and challenging people that are on quite nice rigs,
that spend thousands of pounds on a setup, and you're like, yeah, I've got a £50 controller and I still beat you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, goodbye. So, yeah, no. Now, hopefully, it's a dry race. So I don't know if you caught much of the Tier 1 race last night. It was pretty close, as usual.
Yeah, it didn't start off wet. Did it start off wet and then?
So they've wet qualify. I can't. Do you know what? I cannot remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah,
I know it was only 24 hours ago.
I was supporting Syme, but unfortunately he had an incident. I didn't actually see the incident, but yeah, I saw that he ended up DNFing. So
yeah, I think he picked up quite a bit of sort of undercar damage from going over some of the high curbs. Because if you have got quite a low setup, then you will sort of damage on those curbs. So, but yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's on standard damage,
you have
isn't
to
it?
Avoid.
Yeah, there's a couple yesterday where they
killer.
touch them a little bit, and there goes the back end. So
yeah, absolutely, killer curbs.
Killer curbs.
Spa killer curbs.
Spa killer curbs. Yeah, exactly that. So, well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully, you can keep your lead ahead of Mr. Sonic. I think he's.
And hopefully me and my teammate can get some good points with Red Bull as well and potentially take the lead of the constructors, or at least close that gap down.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to potentially a good battle with. I think is it Kanak's fan.
Yeah.
I've had a good couple of little battles with him. He's a very, very good clean racer, so I'm looking forward to that. And it would be nice to have a bit of an on-track battle with Sonic, rather than it just being the points. It would be nice to actually get some laps where we're racing each other. That'd be quite good. So.
Well, there we go. Fingers crossed. It goes like that. We'll soon see. What sort of strategy are you expecting in the dry? Try the one stopper, or two?
Yeah. To be fair, it depends. I'll try and extend the mediums where possible. I reckon there'll be a couple of safety cars. I think some people are going to kill themselves on Eau Rouge because you're going to go into that wall. So they'll probably do a Lando. So I think, yeah, probably extend the life of the mediums under the safety car and aim to do a one-stop. I reckon Joker will be going for a medium time on the quali on the mediums, ride them out till the end and then go soft. So I might try and copy his strategy, to be fair.
Yeah, there's a few drivers in it seem to get quite a good strategy. It may not be the quickest out there, but they find the strategy, and they tend to do the business. So, well, good luck to you tonight. I'll let
Thank you
you
very
go
much.
and get prepared because we're just about to hit 8 o'clock. We've got the 18 drivers in that are racing tonight, so we're ready to go.
Cool.
And if
Thank you
you're
very
around
much.
for 10 minutes after, I'm sure I'll try and grab you in again.
Yeah, no worries. Nice one.
Cool. Cheers, mate. Take it easy.
Cool. Speak to you after the race. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye. So there we go, folks. That was Swanton, our championship leader for the talent tier. Feeling pretty good round here, as you heard. New wheel setup, but controller tonight. So let's see if he gets time to practice before next week and gets that wheel up and running. Right, we're at 8 o'clock. We have all our drivers. Let's rock and roll. It's looking good. Everyone's in at a decent time tonight. Lovely. There we go. Rule it. We are just shy of a couple of drivers that could not make it tonight, so near enough a full grid, but 18 is good enough. 18 will be good. There'll be plenty of battles going on around Spa. There's some interesting corners, so we will see. Here we go then. Right, we have dry qualifying to start, which is always a good start. A bit of dry qualifying, as long as we don't get a wet race, because that will ruin a few people's strategies, and it will make it more interesting for me, because people will make more mistakes. But yeah, we will see. We will see. Now my predictions. So predictions wise, I think Swanton's going to be up there. Joker will be doing what he does normally. He's normally pretty consistent in the races. Sonic's looking pretty good. He's he's been picking up the pace. So we'll see how he goes tonight. He's got that new wheel set up. He's picking up some good pace. Sean, good evening. How are you, my friend? How was last night? I know it didn't quite end as well as you'd hope, but hopefully you hung around to watch the outcome of that Tier 1 race. Right then, we're just waiting for the lobby to load up. Seems to be taking a bit of time here. Ended out the window, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately for you, I was on board with you when you come around that corner and ended up in that left-hand wall. So, yeah, that was caught on stream. Yeah, is what it is, my friend. So here we go. Right, the lobby has woken up. Signsy has reconnected, so it looks like a bit of a connection issue going on here. So we'll see who goes out first. And rain in the race. Is it rain all the way through, or do we have part rain? That's the question. That should be interesting. Now, are they going to qualify on a dry setup, or do you go for a slightly biased to the wet setup for the race? Last 15 minutes. Okay, so that could make it interesting then. Yeah, very interesting indeed. With 15 minutes to go, so how many laps are we going to get? About just under 10, about 8 laps, I guess, something like that. With about eight laps to go. So here we go. First out on track, a Canucks fan. Canucks fan is first out on track tonight. There we go. Let's see what Canucks can do. The two Aston Martins are out as well. Harco and Towards the Light. Towards the Light, driver of the day for the international tier at the weekend. So let's see what he can do tonight. Let's get on board with Canucks fan for the first lap. Right, sorry, just readjusting my volume levels there. Yeah, right then. So this is Sean's corner. I'm now calling that Sean's corner. He's probably here going, never watch it. Yeah, all right. Mr. Poem said that, and Mr. Poem actually finished last night because I wasn't watching him. Every time I watch Mr. Poem, he gets a puncture. He has a crash, you know. So here we go. Canucks fan is going to start his lap, going into the final chicane. Here we go. And we're underway with the first lap of qualifying. Tight right-hander. This can be quite tricky, especially if there's a couple of cars sort of wheel-to-wheel there. We did see a bit of wheel-to-wheel racing around there last night. And then some slipstreaming up the hill before hitting that DRS zone and grabbing that place. So Canucks fan invalidates there. Right then, who's on a lap first? It looks like Harco is next up the hill. He's pushing it. Oh, I wonder why it was so quiet. My headphones were turned down. There we go. Here we go. This corner here, you take a little bit too much of that sometimes, and that will throw the car off. Down this right-handed hairpin. Left-handed straighten up. And now it's time for flat-out time. Now we see quite a few people picking up penalties on this corner here where they're running too far to the right. Just giving it a little bit too much and going over the line. So here we go. Harco down to the end of sector 2. We'll set purple sectors, of course, because he is going to be the first driver to set a lap. A few of you in the chat tonight, do feel free to chuck your predictions in there. Top 3 for qualifying. Who's going to be your top 3 in qualifying? So here we go. The Harco to come across the line. A 1:46.7 from the Harco for the first lap. His teammate's not going to be far behind him. So here comes his teammate. Come across the line now in a 1:48.8. That looks like Shudson on an outlap. King Kong is further down. Is Batman. It's Batman. It could be Batman chasing down the Joker, is it? A 1:46.5 from Batman to go P1. These were the sort of times we were kind of expecting. So there we go. Quickest lap. A 1:45.7 from Snoop Cat. So Snoop Cat comes in. Poll predictions. Who's top 3? Yeah, indeed. So King Kong, 1:44.4 from King Kong. That's a rapid lap from King Kong. Very, very good lap indeed. So, who else is across the line? The rough P2 currently at a 1:44.9. Joker is on an outlap. Canucks fan is into sector 3. He's struggling a bit round there. Rough, Sonic, Swanton, top 3. Is this for qualifying, Mr. Poem? You reckon? So Swanton's on an outlap. The Canucks fan is just about to finish his lap. Looks like he's lost quite a bit of time somewhere. He's back into the pit. Mighty Morphin is out on track, as is Shudson. So Swanton's teammate. Yeah, there we go. So Rough, Sonic, Swanton, top 3 from Mr. Poem. The Harco is out. The Harco is out. Where's he binned it? Into the pit wall. pit entry. Looks like the pit entry. Yeah, he's currently planting into the wall at the pit entry, so that's not gone too well. Here comes Shudson across the line. 147.2 goes P8 currently. Alright then, who else is out on a lap? Guy B on his way back in, long way down, coming back in. Mighty Morphin's on a lap into the final sector. So let's see what time he can bring this home in. Looks a fairly slow lap. Lost some time somewhere out on track. Quite a few cars coming back into the pit, so here we go. This is going to be about a 149. 149.1. Joker. Here is Joker in sector 2. Joker is going to try and chase down the Batman. So there's another car. It looks like somebody at the pit entrance again. A little bit of trouble with that. It's going to be more entertaining in the rain, I'm sure. So here we go. Fast left-handers of sector 3. Swanton is on a lap. He purpled sector 1, so we'll be back on board with him in just a minute. Here comes Joker. Goes P2 with a 144.9. So just ahead of the rough. 2 100ths ahead of the rough. Right then. Where is he? Mr. Swanton. He is... Ooh. That was Shudson I was looking at. Shudson, there we go. Right, here is Swanton. He's just at the end of sector 2 now. Here we go. Purple sector 2 for Swanton. Swanton, purple sector 2, so looking like a good lap for him. Let's see if he can continue this through sector 3. He's on the charge. My pizza's just turned up, boy, hey. Thank you, missus. Ah, Mr. Rango in the chat. How are we? Sorry, mate. I heard Sonic was going for P3 today. Ah, we'll see. So here comes Swanton. Goes P2 with a 144.7. Good lap from Swanton. Who else have we got out down the back end? Vaughancy. Vaughancy's going to be starting a lap in just a second. Morphin's out on another lap. Let's have a little look. See how Vaughancy goes. Lots of corners for that guy. That goes fast in a straight line. Pizza has arrived. Yes, sir. I was a bit late home from work today. I've had to sort a load of stuff because I'm off out with the work crew tomorrow night. So it was all a bit of a rush, literally getting bits and pieces sorted. So it was like, right, just order pizza. So I've got a lovely wood-fired Mighty Duck pizza. Oh, yes. There we go. Consistency is key today. You are right, Mr. Poem. That's what picks the points up, especially around tracks like this. You just stick to your racing line, don't make any little mistakes, and you'll be absolutely fine. Tuna, fish, fin. Yeah. Nah, fish. Ugh. Yeah. But it is looking very close, as usual. Mr. Poem works very hard to make sure we balance the tiers out the best we can. Obviously, it can't always happen because someone will find a little bit of pace with a bit more practice, but I mean, it is close. There's a couple of seconds in it. It's not bad at all. So Batman's out. What's happened to Batman? Batman retired? Looks like he retired. So here we go. Vaughancy on the charge. So it looks like Canucks fan could be just ahead of it. So let's watch Canucks go over the line. Seems like an eternity driving down there, flat out. Here we go, through the final chicane. On the power. This is going to be about a 146. 146.9 goes P9. for Canucks fan, so he'll be looking to find a bit more pace out of that. Now, where's Vauncey? Here is Vauncey. Sonic let me down, going long game, no P3. Are you in his ear? That's the question, Mr. Poem. Are you in his ear? Ah, there we go. Mr. Sonic's out on an outlap. 150 from Vauncey. Lost a lot of time out there somewhere. Mighty Morphin is busy hugging a wall. Trying to gain as much as he can, but not gaining much at all there. Canucks. Is he on another lap here? Oh, going to lose a fair bit of time doing that in that corner. Whoa, Canuck saves it. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. That was a great save by Canucks there. Most other days that would have been back end, step out, hello wall. Right then. Who's up? Mr. Ruff. Ruff is 5/10 up after sector 2. See what he can do here then. He's on a good lap here. Come on, get it through the last couple. Get that power on. Get yourself across that line. This could be pole position. The 144.1. What a lap from the Ruff. The Ruff has really improved over these last couple of weeks. Really improved, I believe, since Poem has been in his ear. Snoop Cat is down on time. Ryan has just started a lap on them mediums. So towards the light on an outlap. Mrs. Poem's on a lap. I will not go on board with Mr. Poem because I will be shot. Or Mrs. Poem, even one of them. Right then. Can Vauncey improve on his 150? That's the question. Looks like he's struggling a bit round here. There we go, power on. He's not going to improve, no. Goes slower, 7/10 slower. Right, Signsy on a lap then. Just started his first lap of the session. Flat out up the hill. Pizza is absolutely ace. As usual. Never had a bad pizza from that. Anyway, Finn's happy because he's stuffing his face and he's watching F1. Right then, Mrs. Poem with a 147.0 goes P10 and has retired. Yeah, retired, I'm assuming. Well then, Mr. Sonic coming across the line. Just a second. Whoa. Lost a bit of time there. Right, powers over the line. The 146.9 on mediums. Good lap from Mr. Sonic on the mediums. Here's Joker. Joker is down on his time after sector 1. So far, 2 out of 3 in the top 3. Yeah, he got it so far. King Kong was looking pretty quick with 1 lap. Let's hope that P1 can hold. Yeah, Ruffy. What a lap that was, my friend. Joker is out there having a go. He's just purpled sector 2. So he is on the charge. Quite a few cars bunching up in the final part of sector 3. Boy. Whoa. Joker finding his slippery back end there. Does improve. Does not move up the leaderboard. Well then. Snoop Cat. He is down on time. 50 Gem. Is he backed out? He's backed out of this lap. Right. Sonic on his way in. Canucks is on another outlap. Right then, who is out there? Shudson's in the pit. Signsy struggling around here. King Kong is on the charge. Swanton 2 tenths up coming out of sector 2, so he's having a go. See what he can do through the final chicane. Is he going to gain a bit more time through that final chicane? We will soon see. Here we go. Goes P2 to 144, 199. He is, as you would say, a bit of a rough catch-up. He's roughly behind the rough. So yeah, pretty close. Let's have a look as we join King Kong in Sector 2, having a little spin around. Joker's 2 temps up. Joker around the final. Whoa, back end steps out on him. Would have lost some time then. Goes P3 with a 144.3. Did lose some time in that final corner. King Kong is well down on time. Right then, what's Snoop Cat up to? Snoop Cat is in the final sector. Can he find a bit of pace to bump himself up from P5? Whoa! Into the pit then. That is that. Canucks fan doesn't improve towards the light. Does not improve either. Mighty Morphin is 2 tenths up on his time. Looks like he's struggling a little bit. And that is a Ferrari? Maybe not. That was a bit of a strange visual glitch there. Right then. Guy B's invalidated. So that's the end of his qualifying. Swanton is coming back into the pit. So he will sit P2. Unless King Kong can find some speed. He's 10th and a bit down at the moment. We'll remind all drivers now there will be a 5-minute break. 5-minute break at the end of qualifying. Do not ready up. Do not ready up. Right then. Who's further ahead? Mighty Morphin is still up on his time. Will he improve enough to get that top 10? Don't think so, but he can try and prove me wrong here. Stays 15th, lost a bit of time in sector 3. Guy B's invalidated, he's just going to cross the line. Canucks, now what can Canucks fan do here? King Kong, cross the line, does not improve, stays P3, so there is looking like your top 3. Canucks fan comes into the pits, decides he can't improve, towards the light, it's probably, he's going to go for it. Here we go, power on. And cross the line with a 150, stays P13. So there is your lineup for the race. The Rough P1, Swanton P2, King Kong P3, Joker in P4, Snoop Cat, 50 Gent, Batman, Ryan, the Harco and Sonic make up your top 10. It's going to be some good battles around here. That top 4, 2 temps in it. Absolutely nothing. 2 temps in that. Right then. It's time for a 5-minute break. Mr. Poem is in Discord. He's going to kick you. Oh, yeah, was close, Rough. Swanton he put in a cracking tie, just lost a little bit coming out that final corner. If he could have got that little bit more traction, he might have just pipped you, but so there we go. 5 100s in it. Absolutely nothing. That was so close between you two. Fair play. And yeah, King Kong not far behind, and Joker. And then slightly further back, Snoop Cat, and yeah, there's a few little gaps further back, but it was pretty close up that top. Now then, 5 minute break time. 5 minute break. So it gives me a chance to smash my pizza, the end of my pizza. And you can put your predictions in chat. I'm going to chuck some music on for a minute. So chuck your predictions up. Let me know who's going to finish on the podium.
Living in a crowded dream, searching for the quiet that you need to breathe. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind your shadow, while you tried to take the sun down. Hearts will never change to gold, out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you'll have to fight for something, or you'll never learn to balance. It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror, 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running, but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you'll only learn when you crash and burn. A red light, oh, a red light, a red light, a red light, Living in a crazy world, following the path that always twists and turns. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind the devil, 'cause you think you'll live forever. Say you're never getting old, out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you have to live for something, or in the end you will be nothing. It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror, 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running, but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you'll only learn when you crash and burn. A red light, oh, a red light, a red light, a red light. Falling down and then rising up, reach the clouds in a state of flux. Rolling through the sky, I forget the faces. Do you ever wonder why we try to find these places? Hold my hand and call out my name. We'll go to a land where our hearts can stay. I can see you falling, reaching for a grip. Come with me, I'm rising and I'll never let you slip. No, don't worry, my love. Look to the stars.
Right then. Right then. Right then. Right then. Just coming towards the end of our 5 minute break. Once Mr. Poem gives everyone the go ahead, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting race, depending on if that rain appears. It depends how wet the track gets, because that last sort of maybe 6 laps potentially could be messy. Just got a picture of the grid. I'm waiting for players' circle of death. Nice. Well, fingers crossed. Chuck you back. I'm assuming it'll put you in spectator mode. Your car will go in AI. You'll have to try and grab control of it during the formation. I'm starting to think this game's as bad, if not worse, than COD, to be fair. So, good old COD. Right then, is Mr. Poem still there, or has he disappeared? Or has he gone for a nap? Maybe he's gone for a nap, who knows. I love COD, don't get me wrong. I absolutely, not the fish. I absolutely love the game COD. But yeah, the amount of issues they've had. Mr. Poem, I think we're pretty much ready. Once you're happy, mate, then give the drivers a go ahead. And we'll crack on. Yeah, so the new COD, good fun. And myself and Sonic and a few others have had some cracking times, especially during COVID and lockdown. We've done some 24-hour charity events on it. We had a right laugh, but yeah, as you say, very, very broken, which is a shame. Getting on TV. Eh? No idea. No idea what Mr. Poem's up to. Right then, so predictions. I think the Rough could do pretty well tonight. Gets his strategy right. Keeps a bit of consistent pace. You means yeah? So we've had just over 5 minutes now, Rango. It's absolutely bang on, my friend. This is how it works. Well, should work. So obviously, the first couple of rounds. We're ready, are we, Mr. Poem? Let's rock and roll. It's rock and roll time. Rock and roll indeed. Happy days. Mrs. Poem, top 5. Yep, I think as long as she stays out of trouble through the first sort of sector, gets that strategy bang on, she could be well on it. And to be fair, there's a few drivers that could pick up on that. Sonic done it last week, stayed out of trouble, finished P2, and the reserve driver that finished P1, points didn't count, so Sonic got bumped up. So there we go, took P1 last time round. Let's have a little look, see what tyres I was starting on. So Sonic on mediums, Guy on mediums, Signsy on mediums, the rest are on softs. Nope, can't take control. If you bring up your spectator menu, Batman was disqualified. Yeah, if you bring up your spectator menu and then find your name, click on it, and you should be able to grab your car. Where it says driver select, click on that, and then drop down to your name. Or drop down to take control, whatever it says. Something like that. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't during formation lap. Maybe. This is a bit strange, isn't it? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Should have set the old AI to about 110 or something. Would have got a flying start off a liner. Right then. 4 cars disqualified on the formation lap. Not that that makes much difference, but obviously had some little collision somewhere along the line. Right then. The Rough has got himself quite a long way ahead of the pack. Doesn't want to be sitting on the grid too long. Tyres going cold. Right. Anyway, Rango, where is Mr. Monaco Man tonight? Because he normally makes an appearance. Assuming he's busy up to something. Work is hell, not pay attention. 9 finishes. Ooh. Half the grid, eh? See what turn 1's going to look like. I think we get on board with Joker. Into turn 1. And we're trying to scoot down the pack. Pray for as many finishes as possible. Yeah, look, it was pretty good. It weren't bad last night. It wasn't any major collisions. It was just little mistakes or this and that. Fingers crossed Sonic can grab his car now. Right, lights out, we're off. Here we go, turn 1. Wheel to wheel, Joker and King Kong. Whoa, with a bit of a lag out there. But there we go. Nope, still can't get back in. Looks like Mr. Sonic's car has completely... Oh dear, parked here. Oh dear. Why is this game so broken? Right then, Joker's going to have a go at King Kong down into the chicane. End of Sector 1, the Roughs lost P1 to Swanton. Ooh, the Rough's struggling. Has he picked up some damage? I wonder. Wing looks okay. Fairly clean getaway there. Right. Not a lot in it between the top 8. They're all fairly close. Swanton's just finding a little bit of pace now. Just starting to get his foot down. Get himself that gap from the rough. Sector 2, Snoop Cat is out. Snoop Cat is out on the beginning of Sector 3. There's also a car spun out. Is that Ryan? Getting himself going again. Yep, so he's making a move. So there we go. Snoop Cat is out. Beginning of Sector 3. There he is in the wall. Probably took a little bit too much of that curb. Back end out. Batman picking up a 10-second penalty there. He had a bit of trouble, did he? Looks like it. Yep, he's had a bit of trouble there. Mighty Morphin into the bit. On Mrs. Poe. You're what? Ah. Not allowed to go anywhere near the poems on race day. Not allowed to watch them. Every time I do, something goes wrong. It's always my fault. Alright, there's a few good little battles. So Signs he's got himself up into P8. Good start. Once he running wide there. Whoa, nearly goes into the back of towards the light. So there we go. Signs he's up 10 places. Whoa. Not sure what he was doing there. He's just turned in a little bit on Warnsey, but there you go. A few penalties. He's struggling here, Signsy. Warnsey's up 10 places off the start. Towards the lights, up 7. Looking good so far. Rough for the W today. Got a feeling inside my bones. It's got electric wavy when it turn it on. Lucky Warnsey didn't get damaged. Yes, that's what I was thinking. It's a little bit dodgy. There we go. So a pit stop strategy looking like soft to mediums. If they can get it right, that is. Right then. So, the Rough. Oh, the Rough setting the quickest lap. He's now chasing down Swanton. Look at this. Good little battle with these boys out the front here. saving that ERS. Whoa! Here we go. Here's the DRS for the rough. Cruises past Swanton. Great overtake for the rough. I can see those two having a very, very good battle all evening. Joker's just trying to keep with them. A few gaps forming now. Right then, signs the on Canucks fan. Going to go down the inside, brake late. He decided to back out, which I don't blame him for that. Ryan speeding in the pit lane. Ryan's having a bit of a time out there at the moment. Right then, there's a few gaps forming towards the back. These guys out the back can really do with a safety car. Right then, new wing, new tyres for Ryan. Coming out on them mediums, going for a longer stint. So, Swanton. Swanton is chasing down the rough. We've got Sainsy on Canucks. Canucks is on Vaughnsy. Whoa! You don't want to be going over there, my friend. That's what happened to me. And Sainsy is out. He's parked across the track. Sector 3. My, oh my, safety car. That's just done the back three a massive, massive favour. There we go. Commentator's curse again, riding on board with the car that ends up in the wall. So he went quite wide there. Met wall. And bang. Drive through penalty, speeding under the safety car. No, towards like a done without that. Mrs. Poem coming into the pits. Changing strategy up here a bit then. Yep. New set of mediums. Batman down a few places. Shudson up 4. Guy B's up 7. Good start for Guy B. Canucks fans up 3. Vaughancy's up 10. Looking pretty good for Vaughancy. Towards the light at a good start, but has got that drive-through penalty he will have to serve. Needs to make sure he serves it within a couple of laps after the safety car. And up the top, pretty much as you were. So the rough leads from Swanton. Joker's made up one place in behind Swanton. King Kong lost that place to Joker, so they've had a good little battle. All those gaps will now close as the safety car makes its way round. The rough will catch the safety car. The queue will form. I'd expect to see a couple of laps following the safety car, looking at how spread the pack is at the moment. Yeah. 100%. There we go. Your top 4 are in the pits. Will 50 Gent catch up and go in the pits as well? Towards the light. He can't do his drive through at the moment. Right then, top 4 are in. Let's have a little look. The rough coming in for them mediums. Here go the mediums. The one stopper. Going for it. Swanton had an easy ride so far. Yeah, very true. He's not been in any major battles up the front. You know, he's not... Whoa, don't overtake the safety car. That could have gone quite badly. Yeah, so I don't think there's really been... Like we see in Tier 1, you've got 2 or 3 drivers up near the front having a good old battle. You know, we haven't seen that quite so much yet. Yeah, good old game. They need to try and fix it for when the new one comes out, 100%. Because people will get pissed off with us if they aren't already. But yeah, it'd be nice towards the end of the season for talent tier if there's a couple of drivers starting to challenge for it. Quite wide open, to be fair. Just why they're following that safety car. Mrs. P for the win. My missus coming in with Mrs. P for the win. And there we go. Let's have a quick look at them championship standings while we've got a minute. So Swanton is top, 7 points clear of Sonic. King Kong's up there as well, so he's doing very well. Joker, another one challenging. The Rough, we need the Rough to take some good points here. Hasn't got off the mark as yet. He's had a couple of tricky races. Again, Canucks fan, 50 gent. Mrs. Poem's up there. Mrs. Poem can pick up some good points tonight. She can be up near that top 4, the battle for the championship. So, yeah, there we go. Safety car is going to come in. It's not going to wait for Ryan. Well, that's nice of it. Shudson DNF'd. Hey? Okay. Shudson binned it under safety car. So, there we go. He's out. Safety car's coming in. The Rough is going to back everyone up towards the lights in P3. Now, will he dive in now and get rid of that drive-through penalty? That's the question. No, he's going again. Oh, the Rough. What a start the Rough had there. The Rough is on a charge. Sector 3, we have... Oh, who's that? Is that the Harco? The Harco's disqualified from the session for driving the wrong way because he was trying to get back to the pit. Oh, now there we go. So the Harco's out. He is disqualified. Great place for the car to be parked up there. Right then. The Rough is on the charge. Nearly 2 seconds ahead of Swanton already. The work Mr. Poem has done. Right. Towards the lights, going to have to duck in. Vaughancy looking pretty good. He's up into P4. 13 places up, but he has got Joker all over him. Joker's coming down the inside. They're going to go wheel to wheel around his fast left-hander. Oh, it's close. But oh, Joker is into the wall. A little bit of contact there. Hitting into each other. So he has lost his wing, the Joker. 3-second penalty for towards the light. Not having much luck now, picking up some penalties there. So Canucks fan up into P5. Vaughancy runs wide. Canucks fan through to P4. So Canucks fan is on the charge now. We'd expect to see towards the light ducking in this time round to get rid of his drive-through penalty, but we will see. Right then. Will he go in? No, he stays out. That's interesting. He needs to be going in next time round to get rid of that drive-through penalty. He's going to end up getting himself disqualified if he doesn't. Right then. So, the Rough is over 2 seconds clear. Swanton is struggling to keep the Rough on the mediums. The Rough's looking pretty good. Right, King Kong on Canucks fan. Still no DRS at the moment. As the safety car has only just gone back in. There we go. He's giving that battery a good old thrashing. Canucks is going to hold the inside line though, and he backs out. Probably the safest thing to do. Vaughancy's up behind them. 50 gentle. Whoa, trying the inside on Guy B there. Right then. It's a good little battle starting to appear now. Ryan is on the back of them. Mighty Morphin's trying to keep with Ryan. Oh, 3 of them going a bit wheel to wheel there. Or bumper to bumper. So the Rough's out. No, the Rough is out. Sector 2, the Rough is in the wall. That's Sector 2, and that is the end of the Rough's race. No, what a way to go. So a virtual safety car. The Rough has found a wall. Yeah, so Sonic got disconnected, got back in. It would not let him take control of the car, which was not good at all. Batman's in the pits again. So yeah, that's a rough finish. Yeah, it's certainly a rough ending. So it's only virtual safety car though, so he's must have been well out the way there. Didn't quite see where he was, but look who's in the lead. 9.5 second gap now. Swanton. Peace out, boys. Love you, rough man. That was unlucky. Assuming that was a little bit of curb action. Right then. Towards the light, disqualified for not taking that drive-through penalty. As I was saying a couple of laps ago, needs to be taking that drive-through. Has not taken his drive-through. Disqualified. Right then. Whoa. .50 Gent on Guy B. Having a good little battle. He's going to have DRS now. Oh, I would have stayed in that slipstream. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Get in that slipstream. Give it some. And we're off. Long left. Yeah, that long left curve. We were talking about that last night, weren't we, Rango? Can be a bit of a car killer occasionally. Sometimes you can get away with it. Sometimes not so much. So 50 Gent gets himself up to be P5. Guy B still done well. He's 10 places up. Woohoo. Oh, lost a couple of places. Looks like Mighty Morphin may have disconnected. Yep, he's in AI mode. So looks like he may have disconnected there. Which is not good. Animal Crossing is not in the race. His internet has died. So there we go. He will be removed from curbs catching people out indeed. Yeah, Mrs. Finn's probably not listening that much, Rango. I think she's playing Fortnite on a brand new 4K screen. So hopefully that's looking pretty good. I haven't had time to have a look at the settings on it because normally you've got to set the settings up for this, that and the other, so we'll see. Right then, what's happening up here? A couple of cars into the pits. Yep. Right then. So, your leader, Swanton, 9.3 seconds ahead of King Kong. Joker just starting to pick up the pace now. He's got himself past Swansea. He should pass Canucks as well. No, Canucks has got out just ahead of him. His teammate. Sector 1. Yep, just the cars moving out the way, I think. I heard she's better than you at games, that's why you commentate. That sounds about right, to be fair. That's what I'm here to entertain you, yeah. You all seem to love it, so I keep coming back. As soon as you stop loving it, I'll be gone. There we go. King Kong's taking a bit of time out of Swanton now, charging him down. A few gaps appearing. Guy B is chasing down Mighty Morphin, of course. As Mighty Morphin has disconnected, he will be removed from the final result. He's done a couple of laps. If he gets back in before the end of this lap, he might be able to grab his car, but it's not looking like it, so he will be out. Currently 10 drivers still going. Mrs. P is in to P7, looking good, doing what she needs to do, nice and consistent into the points. Ouch, baby, very ouch, yeah. I know, right? Batman is nearly gonna get lapped. Right then, Guy B, Mighty Morphin goes in. So I said 9 people will finish. I hope it's not much more. Yeah, so currently 10. So Mighty Morphin's disconnected. So we've currently got 10 drivers running. Yeah, currently 10. So hopefully we can get some nice consistent laps now. I mean, there's not a massive amount of battles going on. Joker is going to go past his teammate Canucks fan. Let's have a little look. Let's see. Whoa, no, he's not. He's going to battle back. So Canuck's out on a set of hard tyres, as is the Batman. Interesting. Here we go. He's going to get the DRS. Oh, these two are going to go wheel to wheel into here. I mean, team orders. You let Joker through, as he seems to be the quicker car. That's the way. Whoa, hey. Safety car. Vaughancy's out. Vaughancy has binned it. Oh, yes. Funny enough. Coming up the hill, flat out. He's ended up in the right-hand wall looking at that. So this is going to do Batman a favour. If Batman could get his foot down a bit, try and catch the pack, do him a massive favour. So, 9 drivers left. Swanton pits, as does King Kong. Coming in for a new set of softs. No, new set of mediums, okay. So Swanton is going to go the distance on the mediums now. King Kong still on his way into the pits. Seems to take a while to get into the pits there. Yep, pit for medium, go to the end, no problem at all. That's what King Kong's done. A 50 gent has stayed out, only 5 lap old medium, so he's thinking they're going to go to the end. Ryan's in the pits. New set of mediums coming up. Looks like it indeed. New set of mediums. That's the way to go. There's a few of them coming in now. Joker comes in as well. Is he going back on the mediums? Yes, he is. So there we go. The 2 front runners on the new set of mediums. Canucks fan P5 on the hards. Mighty Morphin's obviously disconnected. Ryan's out on hards. Guy B out on a new set of softs. Joker's out on a new set of mediums. So some good battles going to emerge here. Now we've got the pack backed up under safety car. So there we go. They've now caught the safety car. Hopefully Batman can get his foot down a little bit, catch the rest of them, give himself half a chance having a bit of a battle, but all he's got to do now is finish and he's in the points. First race out for the Batman. Now then, Swanton, King Kong, are they going to keep close, get stuck into some battles, or is Swanton going to find some pace again? Should be quite interesting now. We've also got 50 Gem with a Mrs. Poem up into P4. Look at that, the Mrs. Poem looking like cracking drive so far. So it looks like safety car staying out for now. There's a couple of cars just towards the end of sector 2, and the Batman is just in sector 2, so if we get another lap under safety car here, that should do Batman a world of good. Softs go 10, yeah, Softs will go 10 just about. Oh, sorry I crashed. No, Vaughancy, it is what it is, mate. Coming out on a new set of tyres that are not quite switched on, going up that hill is always good fun. So there we go. Right then, Mrs. Poem into the pits. Is Mrs. Poem going to come out as a new softs then, do we reckon? Softs to the end now. Mr. Poem's probably sitting there going, pit, 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 get in the pit, box, box. That, new set of softs. Here we go. Mrs. P is going to go on the charge for these last laps. A little bit of tyre management required, but she will be able to put some decent pace in now. Ran in, charging in. Oi, you, in the pit now. I can imagine, like Jeff ran on track. Excellent. Jeff ran on the track. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Right then, all the cars have backed up. Batman has nearly caught up now, so he's just... Yeah, he's only a couple of corners behind the pack now. Absolutely great result for Batman. Just got more league points than me, man. I'm better Toto than a driver. Yeah, that's it, yeah. You stick to being Toto. Yeah. Nah, to be fair, I think you've been a little bit unlucky. I would have gone medium low, tyre wear, maybe a little bit higher than comfortable for most people. Yeah, it all depends. I mean, what are we going to get? 9 laps? 9 laps of racing? You know, those softs should go to 9 laps, no problem. More wins as a manager than a driver. Yeah, I mean, I'm normally a pretty good racing engineer, but problem is, when you make the call, you just got to hope the driver's good enough to stick with your call, you know. But the one I had the other night, he weren't very good, so... Not going to say any names. I'm sure he'll pipe up in a minute, but... yeah. There we go. Safety car coming in as the cars enter sector 3. Final lap under safety car. Safety car will be in. We'll be ready to rock and roll. Oh, rock and roll. Even. Till I'm tired. Let's see what sort of start Swanton gets this time. Don't listen to Finn, he's fired. Yeah, sounds about right. I've moved on to teams with better drivers. Yeah, you know. Always seems to be whenever I engineer for someone, they always end up binning it into a wall. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't think it's my call. I think it's more driver error. But, you know, no mind. Here we go. Let's see if Swanton can get his foot down and... Oh, he's gained 1.1 over King Kong straight away. He seems to get a pretty good start out of that final corner. Nobody said it was ever any good. I think what you need, Rango, is you need a little bit of Sensei poem time. A little bit of poem in your ear, and you'll improve massively. Even though all 3 of Poem's projects are all out tonight, so there we go. Puddles on the track, time for slicks. There was a dry line. I mean, Irish managed it, you know, he was bang on. Monaco man tried it, ended up in a wall. There you go, see? There you go, Rango. Tap up Mr. Poem and have a little bit of Mr. Poem time. Because it does help. It's surprising how many drivers have worked with Mr. Poem. Oh dear, the Batman is out. The Batman's in the wall. So that is the Batman gone. Virtual safety car. So, there we go. All my availability is after 11 your time. Mr. Poem loves a late night. He does, trust me. I wake up to Discourse messages from like 1, 2 in the morning. Where he's had some mad ass idea. All 3 of you crashed. No idea. Oh, I can't imagine why. He loves a late one. There you go, see. Called it. Virtual safety car. We are down to just 8 drivers now, or is Mighty Morphin back in? No, he's not. He's still out. So yeah, just 8 drivers left, so Mighty Morphin will be removed. Still under the virtual safety car. Penalty for Ryan. Penalties aren't too bad. 50, Gent 3 seconds. Mighty Morphin's got 3, but will be removed anyway. Ryan has 6. So yeah, penalties not too bad at all tonight, considering this track is a little bit unforgiving. Right then. My game's just chucked me out because this game's just so broke. Hold on, Rough. Rough update is my game's just shat itself. Which is really, really, really not helpful when you're trying to commentate on the race. Another bug. bloody game's got. Right then. Let's try this again, shall we? So yes, I know I'm in spectator mode. Yes. Very good. Right. I was saying, before it kicked me out, right, rough update. Lots of cars have ended up in the wall. 8 cars left, 1 disqualified. Indeed. So, Mighty Morphin is out because he's disconnected, so he's in AI mode. He will not count. Swanton Bob Bomb has the lead from King Kong. 50 Gen is being chased down by the 2 Ferraris. Ryan's just about to pass Mighty Morphin's AI. Guy B's chasing down the AI as well. Mrs. Poem bringing up the rear, but into some good points. Just keeps going. A lot of random debris on track there. I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but yeah, a few people have been caught out by the new tyres not quite switched on. So here we go. Ooh. Yeah. To back out at the full throttle through there. So here comes Joker on Canucks fan. Oh, Canucks fan's trying to get him out of his slipstream. These two are having a little battle here. So no team orders going on. Joker thinks about the inside, but backs out. Waits to have another go. Whoa! Joker bumps into Canucks fan. Canucks fan runs wide as well. Right then, King Kong on Swanton. 7 tenths between them, 6 tenths, 5 tenths. Yeah, King Kong's finding a little bit of pace through some of these sectors over Swanton now. So Swanton's got pretty much all his battery. He's saving it for when King Kong attempts that manoeuvre. God, sorry. Dying here. Right. Whoa, no! Oh, King Kong. Giving it a good old slip across the track there. Lost loads of time, but held it. That's the main thing. If he didn't hold that, that would have been wall and he would have been out. So, what's occurring down here? At the moment, not a massive amount. This is Poem running nice and steady, which is good, consistent. So Guy is chasing down the Mighty Morphin AI. So, as it stands, Swanton P1, King Kong P2, 50 Gent is P3, but has a 3-second penalty. Canucks fans, P4, Ryan P5, Mighty Morphin's out of it, so P6 for Guy, P7 for Joker, P8 from Mrs. Poem. So there we go. We've still got 6 laps to go. Guy B has run out of ERS. Whoa. Struggles there. Right. Can King Kong catch up with Swanton again? That's the question. Can he get pretty close to him in the next lap or so? Looks like Joker's going to try and make the move on Guy B. Thinks again. No, there goes the Joker. Commentator's curse once again. Takes a little bit too much inside curb. Mrs. Poem goes through. Mrs. Poem doing what she needs to do. Consistent to get to the end. So there we go. Commentator's curse on Joker. His rear tyres are now knackered. They will be red hot. Resetting to the track there. Ooh, that will be discussed, Mr. Poem. We need to make a note of that. Reset to track. But he didn't gain, didn't lose, so I suppose it's fine. Whoever said Spa Day was... yeah, it's definitely not a relaxing day round Spa. Right then, King Kong has not gained on Swanton. He has not gained on Swanton as yet. Mrs. Poem up into P7. Mrs. Poem is on the move. Good opportunity to bump up a few places here. Looking very, very good. Anyway, Rango, when are you next racing? That's the question. We want to see you race again. Right then. King Kong. Looks like he's gaining, and then he loses that time yet again. Canucks fan is trying to catch up with 50 Gen. He's just got to stay within that time penalty frame, and he'll be absolutely fine. 3 seconds, as long as he stays within that, it will get onto that podium. Breaking the rules is breaking the rules. Yes, sir. As I say that, Canucks fan picks up his 3-second penalty. Oh my, oh my. Dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Commentator's curse is not going very well tonight. So, a few gaps appearing. Joker's back up and running. Didn't take any damage, luckily. Not entirely sure how good his rear tyres are going to be after he spun them up. Right then, so King Kong taking a couple of attempts out of Swanton. There's your tyres. Swanton King Kong on 6 lap old, 50 Gent on 12 lap old. Canucks is on 8 hards, 6 hards for Ryan. Guy B's on 6, Mrs. Poem on 5 on the softs. Joker's on 6 on the medium. And Mighty Morphin that won't count is on the pretty much brand new set of softs. So there we go, there are your tyres. King Kong getting within that DRS zone now. Can he keep within it? Because he seems to lose a bit of time in his final sort of sector and a half. He's losing a fair bit of pace. See if Swanton can find that gap. At the moment, he's still within DRS range. And they get down to that home straight. And then up the hill we go. Right then. He's out of DRS range. He's just back. He's just out. He's just in. He's just out. He's just in. Is he? Is he? Is he? Yeah, so he was just in at the activation line. Yeah, whoa. He's lost a bit of time there. Swanton seems so quick through that final. I'm not entirely sure why there's loads of like car parts over the start finish line. King Kong struggling with brakes, assist, I think, same thing as yesterday. Is he? Do you reckon he's got that on, dear? I wonder. Anyway, he's kept within that DRS zone, so he will now get his DRS. He's now going to give it some. There goes the ERS as well. He's going to get pretty close, but he won't get him this time round. So, gets him within a few temps. Close battle going on there. Most cars are fairly well spaced out at the moment. The only main battle going on is King Kong is trying to catch Swanton. See if he can catch Swanton. So he's lost that time again. He's now up to a second. Swanton seems to find some really good time through Sector 2. King Kong find a little bit of time back there. These two are going to have a good battle over these last few laps. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, King Kong seems to lose it. Sector 2, Sector 3. Sector 1, he's all over it. Sector 2, Sector 3, he drops that bit of time, so not entirely sure if Swanton's car set up slightly better for those sort of high speed turns where he can give it a bit more, as where it looks like King Kong's pretty quick on the straight, so this could be a bit of a downfalls battle. So he's going to have DRS on the home straight. He wants to get as close as he can to go up that hill. Get a little toe up the hill. Get the DRS top of the hill. Get ready to go again. See if we can get him this time. He's outside that DRS zone. He's got to find it. There we go. So he is finding that little bit of time. No! Whoa, King Kong! Oh! How did he not DNF that? But he will have no wing now. And that is disappointing for King Kong. What an absolute shame. He's now going to get chased down by 50 Gent. 50 Gent is now going to chase him down. And as are all the other drivers without a wing, he's going to struggle to get himself back to the pits. Swanton just needs to bring it home safely now. Doesn't need to push too hard. He can just plod his way home. So 50 Gent goes past King Kong, no problem at all. Sector 1, what's going on there? Bit of a battle, Guy B with the AI. Right then, Canucks fan is now about to go past King Kong, no problem at all. King Kong with no wing, just tried to take a little bit too much when he was chasing Swanton down to get within that DRS zone. He got the DRS, but he swiftly met the wall. Right then. 50 Gent is 14.8 seconds back. So a little end penalties, only 3 seconds, 3 seconds for Canucks. So those two should finish podium, I would think, unless something goes majorly wrong. So yeah, King Kong coming round, assuming he's going into the pits. He will indeed get that new wing, set of softs, but it's only one lap, so there we go. What an opportunity for the likes of Mrs. Poem to bump up some places here. Looking at, she's close to Joker. Joker has the penalty. Mrs. Poem is past Joker. What's happened to Joker? He's in the pits. Must have picked up some damage somewhere along the line. Mrs. Poem up into P5, into P4. Looking good for Mrs. Poem. So, Canucks fan. Oh, what's happened here? Swanton has made a bit of a mess there somewhere, and 50 Gent is through into P1. Canucks into P2. Swanton's in P3. What's he done here? Has he got some damage? Or he's just misjudged his tyres a little bit somewhere. Swanton, there we go. He's now going to chase down Canucks fan in his final lap. Can he catch him to get himself further up? He can still finish P1, I believe, depending on if he can get past Canucks fan before the end of this. What a close finish this has been. Not entirely sure what happened to Swanton then. I will try and grab him quickly after the race and see what he has to say. But yeah, here he is, all over the back of Canucks fan. Can he find a way through? He's on the back of him. Yes, he can. He's got his foot down. He's now within that 3 seconds of 50 Gent. He can still take P1 here. Here we go. Swanton around the final corner. Gets his foot down. Goes. Is he going to get within that 3 seconds? Is he? Oh, he got 1 lap to go. My apologies. I thought that was the final lap. I'm going absolutely mad, I am. There we go. Is he on sauce? He is. You're absolutely right. I completely missed him going into the pits for his new sauce. So that is why. That is why he dropped those places. Very, very good spot there, sir. As I was busy further down the field with the other battles that were going on. So here we go. He's on the charge. 50 Gent. He's on those 16 lap old mediums. So he's done well to run them that far. So, looks like Swanton can still do the business here. Especially with the time penalties. 2 drivers have 3 second time penalties round him. Very, very Going for the fast lap. Yeah, he's being held up by 50 Gent as well here. Needs to try and get past 50 Gent if he can. 50 Gent's going to be quite slow on those used mediums. He will get him in a minute. He'll get his opportunity. There we go. 50 Gent goes wide. Swanton through back into P1. Great drive from Swanton. He's into the final sector. Foot down. He'll pull a slight gap now, I would think. And that will be his win, taking the 4 points. So it looks like there is going to be a top 3. Swanton from 50 Gent. Canucks, that will be your podium drivers. So there we go, 8th place up for Canucks, great drive from him. King Kong. King Kong's got past Mrs. Poem, hello. Mrs. Poem lost out to King Kong. Yeah, King Kong on the charge. Was on that new set of softs. He's giving it some. I'm just going to move me pizza box out of the way. Let me know either for Mrs. P. Yeah, indeed, no penalties at all for Mrs. P. Great driving. Right then, let's get a driver of the day poll up. We're going to have Swanton. We're going to grab, let's put Canucks in there, Mrs. P. Let's have a look. I'm going to go with those 3, I think. We'll have those 3 on the vote. There we go. Your poll is running. Poll is up and running. There we go. No pens. I wonder if he got damaged or flat from whatever happened to Joker. Potentially just waiting for Guy to cross the lines in sector 3. So there are your finishers. Mighty Morphin will be removed. So Swanton P1, 50 Gent is in 2. Canucks 3rd, King Kong 4th, Mrs. Poem in 5th. Great drive from Mrs. Poem. Joker will take P6, Ryan will take P7, Guy take P8. There we go. What a interesting race. Definitely opened it up towards the end there when King Kong was charging down Swanton. Then made a little bit of a mess of it. Lucky not to DNF there. So there we go. Mrs. P walking the driver of the day. Yep, Mrs. P's had an absolute cracking drive. I am going to quickly drag in. I'm going to drag in Mr. Swanton. Let's bring Mr. Swanton in. Who else have we got? Does Mrs. P want to come and have a chat? Probably not. We can ask her, Mr. Poem. Does Mrs. P want to come and have a little chat? Here is the race winner himself.
Hello.
I was quite confused as to what happened there because I was watching a battle further down because I thought, well, you're just so far ahead, you're going to absolutely smash this now. And then next thing, you've been overtaken. And I thought, something's going on here. No,
it was... for some reason, my game was flagging up that I had wing damage. So I come into the pits thinking, oh my God, where have I picked that up?
Nice.
And I didn't have wing damage. Well, they didn't replace my wing anyway. So.
Oh, well, that's helpful, yeah.
Yeah, so then I was like, right, I've got to go on the softs, and I've got to try and get overtake the boys in front. I knew the Ferrari guy had hards on, and 50 Gent I think was on really old medium. So I was like, as long as I get a fresh set of softs on, I can catch these guys.
Yeah, I think he was on. I think they were on 16 or 17 lap old mediums there, so he was struggling a bit for pace.
Yeah, I could see that. To be fair, he was. I could see he was all over the track, not because he was driving poorly, but because he just didn't have the grip. So that's why I was biding my time. And then when he went wide, that's when I went round him. But that's the only reason I caught up. I had a spare set of softs.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did wonder what happened. I thought, oh, have you spun out, or because King Kong was keeping you busy, and then he caught a little bit too much curb.
I was waiting for the battle every lap, and then I kept watching him, and I think it was the last turn he took too wide, or he'd sort of got on the throttle a bit too early, and then going up Eau Rouge, he almost lost it twice. So I was expecting and looking forward to the battle, and then I saw him heading for the wall, and I was like, he's gone. But I tell you, the pace that he was showing, I was expecting him to take the victory, and then to see him crash out was actually a sigh of relief. To be fair, I think that was his race to win.
It certainly was. He was looking good. He just caught a little bit too much that fast left-hander that goes down the hill. It kicked his car across track, and then he ended up in the wall, unfortunately. So
you don't touch that curb.
No, that's it.
You don't touch that curb.
So yeah, there we go. Mrs. Poem is with us as well, I believe. Or maybe not.
Yeah, I'm here.
There she is, muted. What a drive, eh?
Oh God. Then it was I so before I joined the lobby, I was like practicing my starts, practicing the track because I'd had 0 practice this week. So going into the race, I just need to finish, and then expecting Sonic to be my wingman. But then as soon as I saw that he was disqualified and didn't race, I was like, oh shit, got to get my head down and just race. But to begin with, I was really passive and didn't want to bin it, so I could have probably pushed harder, but I didn't. But I just wanted to finish. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What happened to Sonic?
So he got back in the game, and then it disqualified him. Not entirely sure what that's on. So it disqualified him because he couldn't get control of his car, and he got stuck on the start line. So it really didn't help. So
it was just me. So I was like, oh God, I've got to do this. And then the only battle I had was King Kong behind me, but I was like, oh, I'm going to hold him up. But he had fresh softs on, so I was like, oh, there's no point even trying. Yeah, he's just going to take me.
He was rapid around there. I mean, he was. Yeah. It was really strange watching the battle up front. So where he was chasing down Swanton, he was getting close through Sector 1. And then Swanton just found all the pace in Sector 2 and 3. And it was like, oh, there's the gap again. So
Joker's one round here as well.
I had a different setup, so straight line speed I didn't have. I went for a different wing. So I think when I was talking to King Kong, I think he had a separate. He went for the sort of top speed. So that's why top of Sector 1 after Eau Rouge, he was catching me every time. Yeah. And then Sector 2, I was able to pull away, and then he caught up. But he can't take the last corner. So that's every time I was like, that's fine. As long as I can keep him behind me for that last corner, I'll be fine. And then at the top of the hill, there was twice where he got close, and I thought, oh, if he dive bombs me now, this is it. I'm done.
He kept backing out. He did have a look down the inside a couple of times, and he looked and thought, no, it's going to end up with you two tangling up and probably one of you ending in a wall. So fair play to him. Yeah, he raced nice and clean.
No.
Yeah, it was just a shame that he couldn't take second place.
I didn't have many battles. I was just doing my thing.
Scores points, though, doesn't it? It's the consistency. That's the main thing. So, no, fair play to you and well done.
Thank you.
Yeah,
because
good
points. I've been over it this week, haven't I?
Yes, yeah. It's a tricky track. One of the drivers saying there was due to be some rain in the last 15 minutes or so. Not entirely sure if that was true or if it changed. Don't know if you two.
Yeah, it come up saying 45 minutes into the race we were potentially going to get rain. And it did actually say towards the end, I think it was like the last lap, it said rain expected imminently. So if the race would have carried on going, there would have been a bit of rain.
Nice. Well, at least we avoided that because that would have made it quite interesting. Mini Poem is very proud of Mum. There we go, look. Mini Poem is super happy with Mum's results.
Well, he's given me like 4 hugs already since I finished racing.
Yes, Mr. Poem has scored less points than what you have. Did you know that? We were discussing that earlier. He brought it up, it wasn't me. I will just say that. He brought it up.
That's because he rage quits.
Well, there is that, to be fair. Alright, he's leaving now. Bye, Mr. Poem. Bye.
He's leaving.
He's off now. He's got the ump. So there we go. Right. Anyway, thank you for jumping in. and congratulations both of you, great drives. And Mrs.
Thank
Poem,
you.
No problem.
driver of the
Thanks for having
day,
us.
so
Oh,
picks
did
up
I
the
get driver of
bonus
the day?
point. There you go, you got the vote on driver of the day, so bonus
Oh.
point for you.
Thanks, guys.
Happy days.
Congratulations, Poem.
Thank you. Congratulations
Right.
on the win.
All right,
Thank you very much. Right.
cheers
Catch
folks,
you later. Bye-bye.
see you in a bit.
Bye.
So there we go, that is the end of the talent tier race around Spa.
I can't leave.
Hello. We're back. So talent tier will be back same time next week. And they'll be taking on France next week. So that should be quite interesting. So we'll see how that goes. I am not with you tomorrow night. Mr. Sonic will be hosting the Tier 2 race. So you will have Mr. Sonic as the main man tomorrow night. Link to his Twitch will be on the Discord, but you can also find it on this channel. If you jump onto this channel just before 8 o'clock, this channel will host it. You'll be able to get the link into Sonic, have a catch up with Sonic. He'll be hosting tomorrow. Not sure who's hosting Saturday either, because you do not have me. You do not have me until next Tuesday. So you can have a little bit of peace and quiet from me. I got a few things going on, so I won't be around. But I'm looking forward to getting back in the comms box on Tuesday. Thank you to everyone that dropped in tonight. Good luck to the Tier 2 guys tomorrow. I'll sure to keep an eye on the results on that one. Right, until next week, I'll catch you later.